It's strange how one moment can completely change the course of a family's life. For me, it happened on a rainy Tuesday afternoon. I was sitting at the kitchen table, sipping on lukewarm coffee, when my daughter Emily walked in, her face pale, her hands clutching her phone like it had burned her. She didn't say hello. She didn't even sit down. She just looked at me, her eyes trembling like she had seen something she could never unsee. "Mom, is it true?" she whispered. That question hit me like a thunderclap. My mind instantly went to the only thing I could imagine, the thing I had been burying deep down, hoping it would never see the light of day. "What are you talking about, Emily?" I asked, my voice betraying a quiver. She turned her phone around, and there it was, a picture. My husband, Daniel, with another woman. Not just any woman. Someone I knew. Someone from our own circle of friends. I felt my stomach twist. The air in the kitchen felt heavier. Rain tapped against the window, and for a moment, the sound was the only thing keeping me from collapsing. "Emily," I started, but she shook her head, her voice cracking. "How could you not tell me? How could you just act like everything was normal?" The truth was, I had known for weeks. I had found out accidentally. A misplaced receipt, a suspicious late-night call. But I had kept quiet. Not because I wanted to hide it, but because I didn't know how to deal with it. My marriage was already of fragile glass, and I was terrified that telling my daughter would shatter her image of the family completely. But Emily had always been perceptive. She didn't just see the surface. She saw the cracks. "Emily, I was trying to protect you," I said, reaching for her hand. She pulled away. "Protect me? Or protect yourself?" Her words cut deep. Maybe both. Maybe I was protecting what little stability we had left. Maybe I was too scared to face what had to come next. The days after that were silent. Emily barely spoke to me, and when she did, it was short and cold. Daniel tried to act like nothing had happened, but the house had changed. Even the walls seemed to hold their breath. One evening, Emily came home later than usual. She didn't even take off her shoes before speaking. "I went to see her," she said. "Who?" I asked, though I already knew. "The woman in the picture." My chest tightened. "Emily. She told me everything. And, you know what's worse, Mom? She said you knew. She said you just let it happen." Tears welled in my eyes. I felt cornered, exposed. It's not that simple. But to Emily it was. To her, infidelity was black and white, betrayal and pain. No shades of gray. The following week, we sat down as a family. I had insisted on it, even though Daniel resisted. We needed to speak the truth. "Emily," Daniel began, his voice calm but distant. "I made a mistake." "A mistake?" she snapped. "A mistake is forgetting to lock the door, Dad. What you did was a choice." Daniel lowered his gaze. I could see the shame, but I could also see the fear. He was afraid of losing his daughter. "I'm not asking you to forgive me right now," he said. I don't want to lose you." Emily looked at him for a long time. "You already did." That night, I found her in her room, sitting by the window. "I know you think I betrayed you too," I said softly. "You didn't just betray me," she said without turning her head. "You betrayed yourself. You let him hurt you, and you stayed. How am I supposed to respect that?" Her words stung because they were true. I had let fear and love tangle me in a web I didn't know how to escape. "Maybe I stayed because I thought love was worth fighting for," I said. "But maybe I was wrong." Weeks passed. Emily started spending more time away from home. Daniel and I entered counseling, though part of me wondered if it was already too late. One afternoon, Emily came home and handed me a small box. Inside was a simple silver bracelet. "I bought it for you," she said quietly. "Not because everything's okay, but because I don't want to stop loving you, Mom." It was the first olive branch. I took it with trembling hands. "I love you too, Emily. More than anything." Our family didn't magically heal after that. Trust was still fragile, conversations still heavy. But we were moving step by step toward something new. Emily never fully accepted what happened, and maybe she never would. But she learned, and I learned, that sometimes the best we can do is face the truth, even when it's painful, and try to rebuild on whatever pieces remain. Because families aren't perfect. They're messy, complicated, and sometimes broken. But love, even bruised love, can still hold them together, if only just enough.